Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Well, that's that settled.
It's here. Well, Brian, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Nice to talk to you tonight. Oh, sorry, hang on. Brian's
He's gone.
not finished.
He's gone.
Go on, Brian.
We'll get him back. Let's get Penny in Lancashire on.
Penny, get Brian back next. Yes, Penny.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Well, I've got a question. Is the police kept saying that it's going to be very peaceful and nothing's going to happen.
They didn't.
So why did they get a load of police in? Why did they have to have the helicopters? Why did the senators have to be secured if it's going to be a peaceful demonstration?
Because it could get volatile.
I don't understand what you're actually trying to say, Penny. Why did the police say it was going to be... They didn't say that at all. They said that they didn't think there was a reason to ban the march, which is pretty stupid. Yeah. And I think I called for either the sacking or for the chief constable of Greater London to resign, but he hasn't. Can I also say the police who were there facing up to the moronic yobbos who were fighting them did an amazing job, and you know, my thanks.
It's a bit one-sided, though, isn't it?
But that was brilliant of them. But that should, if it's meant to be this most wonderful, peaceful togetherness.
No, sorry, Penny. Nobody said that. We live in a country, a democratic country, where you have the right to disagree with people. And then, you know, we disagree.
The reason they were all there was to stop anything. And so far, so good. If anyone's there now, give us a ring, because some people are saying there's a bit of trouble in the evening, and normally is, isn't there?
I mean, it could well be kicking off at the moment. We'll keep you up to date. We've got people around, and we will let you know. But the people who have been behaving like that really should look at themselves and think, you're sticking up, some of them sticking up for Britain? No, you're not. The ones, the anti-Jewish...
I'm sick of Israelites. I'm sick of them.
The Israelites?
You're sick of what?
The Israelites. I'm for the... No, I don't...
You don't know what you're talking about. Goodbye. Okay, let's talk to Gordon in Twickenham. Gordon, good evening.
West London.
Hello, sir.
Gordon.
I think that's me.
Don't call me sir, Gordon.
It was me. It was
Lord.
I'm 85.
It's no excuse.
If I could have joined that march today, I would have been angry. And the people I'm angry about, sir, are our own people.
Yeah.
This generation who are actually marching with Palestinians on our day. It disgusts me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Well, think slightly differently, and think of those people who marched in honour of the fallen, who actually went on a march, a remembrance march. Think of the people who marched through London.
Can I remind you? Yeah, I understand that. So can I remind you?
Yeah.
They were still shouting in the background. These people were under stress in their own country. Now,
I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying. Unfortunately, these people are thick and ignorant, a lot of them, and they have no idea what they're doing.
I don't like the way they've tarred them with the far-right brush. They certainly weren't all far-right. A lot of people went out there to protect our monuments. We're not
talking about that. You're misunderstanding.
I know, I'm just saying that.
Yeah, well, don't, OK? And if I have to tell you off again, you're going to go out on a naughty step. Gordon, these are the people who...
Gordon, I'm not, though. I'm 85.
If you tell me how old you are again, I'll cut you off. I'm you know,
he's
not much
nearly that as
younger
well.
than you.
Yeah.
And,
you might have been at school with him.
I doubt that. But, you know, you don't throw in your age as an excuse all the time. It's your intelligence, right? The fact is, a lot of these people who march in support of the Palestinians and wishing to have a ceasefire have no idea what it's like to be in a war. You can't have a ceasefire. Actually, the Israelis have started allowing a gap to bring in humanitarian aid. They are surrounding the fact that the hospital is now being used as the head
all the hospitals
Hamas.
And the schools, and you can see
We've got to move on. We've got loads of calls. We want to get to everybody. Thank you, Gordon.
We've got a bit of VT.
Michael Gove being attacked by these idiots. Look at this. Oh, we're still on the screen. Do you know, these people must be, if you're one of those, and I know some, and I've had arguments with people, and I'm not prepared to have arguments in the street with people because you are complete and utter losers and idiots, but shouting at one man, shame on you the whole time. What do you shame on you?
Deranged.
A ceasefire cannot be called until both sides will agree to it. Why don't you wake up, some of you nutcases? Storm around London, the freest, most democratic place this country is in the world, talking rubbish, shouting anti-Semitic slogans. Much more of you need to be arrested. The far right who went out, I'm sorry, I disagree with you with this.
Some
the
of them,
far
obviously,
right, just stop it.
The
The far right, you went out there today and you made fools of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourself. 0344 499 1000. Let's talk to Louis in Essex. Louis, you're on the air. Good evening.
Louis.
Good evening.
If we could get to it, Louis, please. Time is of the essence.
I just think it's just horrible because there 800,000 people turned up today to.
I don't think it was that many. Looking from the, I think.
Well, in total,
PA said that.
Both sides, all sides, maybe.
Oh, you mean everybody together?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
It just seems a bit like they don't. Because, like, it seems like there was more people protesting today than there were soldiers actually paying their respect.
There were.
Well, there were, unfortunately, because there are a lot of them out there looking for trouble. Nothing else.
Yeah, it's just because there was a guy on here this morning who said he was absolutely terrified to go.
I wouldn't want to be there. I seriously wouldn't want to be there.
Yeah, but a military man wants to wear his medals and go down there.
And he should be allowed to.
For his friends, yeah.
And the police made a whole cock-up of it. Not the police officers. They did a great job today. But those people who said the marches could go ahead should have spaced them out. There were three. There was the Lord's Mayor Parade, there was the Remembrance, and there were the Palestinian supporters, and then there were the extreme right. So, yeah, I'm sure there must altogether been around about 800,000. You're right, Louis, thank you for that.